Hello, this is Shane Watson here from PSV Sports. I'm joined by Francis Warren from Box Nation here, and we're here to talk at the press conference Fury versus Klitschko. What's your thought on the fight, and obviously the major stumbling block of it happening so late?
Thought on the fight is, as Peter Fury said, it's a fantastic fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I believe as well that it's going to be very different to the first encounter. I think, but you'll see two completely different fighters to what we saw in the first fight. Having probably used the first fight maybe to work each other out, and looking back at that fight as again, quote Peter saying it was a chess match. I believe this one will be more of a fight. I think I can't wait for it. It's rematches sometimes aren't as good as the original, but I think this one's going to buck the trend.
Also, in the past, the Furies and your father have worked quite well together with Mick Hennessy as well. But what exactly is a working relationship with Mick Hennessy and Frank Warren at this moment in time?
Well, Box Nation, the broadcaster, and obviously, that's promoted Tyson a few times, and Mick continues as Tyson's promoter.
Okay, so is it in the future that Fury could be working quite a lot with Box Nation if he gets past Klitschko comfortably?
You'd always like to hope so, and I think the deal that my brother George has done with as CEO of Box Nation, with the Furies, and to get this fight on Box Nation and on Box Nation box office, it bodes well for the future for all concerned. I think if as a fighter, why wouldn't you want to be on this channel? It's it gives so much coverage, so much highlight to a boxer's career, and you'll see on for this first box office event. That it's going to continue to develop and continue to be the success that Box Nation is.
Also, regarding Tyson Fury's no-show today, is this the sort of behaviour you're going to expect from Tyson Fury throughout to the build-up of fight night, or is it just literally, obviously, the rumour going around that his car has broken down? That's literally just what it could be.
Well, that's you're never going to. Tyson Fury is a word of his man. A man of his word. So if that's what's happened, that's what's happened, and it's a circumstance that's unavoidable if that's what's happened. But hopefully he won't have to. Well, he won't have to do much travelling, considering the fight's in Manchester, and that's obviously where he based himself. So, I'll expect to see him at the press conference after a full training camp come fight week. Obviously we're appreciative of Vladimir coming over and making the trip. It'd been nice to have Tyson here to promote the fight and to promote the launch of the Box Nation box office. But it wasn't to be today. But I'm sure it will heighten the anticipation for the final head-to-head press conference come fight week.
Do you think the situation with UCAD might cause a bit of a problem to Tyson Fury during the training camp?
No.
Not at all?
No.
So what is the situation behind that? Is it going to be quickly resolved, or is this going to be like an ongoing process?
Enough has been said about that today. I think we're here to talk about the fight and, to talk about the two guys who are getting in the ring. And I think the outcome of that will be the outcome of that when it happens. It's not for people who. It's not for us to start talking about something that's going to be happening after the fight. We're here to talk about the fight today.
Okay, so talking about the undercard a little bit now as well. We obviously got world champion Billy Joe Saunders fighting on the undercard. Any kind of opponent that is going to be thrown in there, and is it going to be a stern test for him too?
Well, Billy obviously needs to get out. He's not boxed for a little while. A few fights have come and gone, and particularly I'm not going to mention their name, but that was close to being done, and it was a no-show with his pen again. So let's hope that Billy, he will get a stern test. He needs to be tested. He's at world level. He's a world champion, and really looking forward to seeing Bill out again. And I think we've got a press conference tomorrow to discuss that one.
Obviously, he made it quite vocal after the Kelbrook-Golovkin fight about fighting Golovkin, as he made the video online. So is that like a possible future opponent you could see in bringing Golovkin back over to the UK?
Well, it's actually Golovkin was the first one to mention Billy Joe's name in the post-fight interview after he beat Kel on Saturday night. So Golovkin wants it. I know Bill wants it. So hopefully that's something that can be done in the future. It's a unification at the correct two guys at the correct weight.
Okay, Shane Watson, PSV Sports. Thank you very much, Frank, for speaking to us today. Right, that's it. Right.